Hello and welcome to the Dancewear Central series Ask a Dance Teacher. I'm Johanna Hadley and I'm a fully qualified ballet teacher with the Imperial Society of Teachers of Dancing. Today we're going to talk about which leotards are best for ballet. So for this video, I'm going to split it into three sections. First of all, we're going to start off by talking about leotards which would be most appropriate for a young child, preschool age classes, so anything up to around the age of 5 to 6 years. Then in the second section of the video, I'm going to talk a bit more about what I would describe as the main core of leotards. So this will be appropriate for anybody aged around about 7 plus, all the way through into adult dancers. And finally, I'm going to finish off by talking about the types of materials, because the types of material really changes the feel and the movement of the leotard. So I'm going to first of all start off by talking about the leotards which are most appropriate for a preschool age or young child, so anything up to around the age of 5 to 6. There are some really gorgeous outfits available, so let's get talking about the ranges available for children and preschool age. So the first outfit we're going to talk about within the preschool and young children's range is the tutu, one of the classic outfits for any ballet dancer, and especially any budding ballet dancer. So I've got here a block tutu, which is so cute. And you can see, look at all these layers of really soft tulle here. It has gorgeous little detail as well on the top, just a little bit of soft tulle as well, just there. And it has a very pretty, just a nice straightforward, simple camisole strap on it. It's got a double front, which I'll talk about later on in the video. And there are so many different designs that you can get in tutus. You can get them with mesh panels, floral patterns, sequins, glitter on them, but this is a really popular design. Our next outfit we're going to talk about is the skirted leotard. So this is a leotard with an attached skirt, and for this I have this beautiful leotard by Roche Ballet, and you can see it has a little ruche as well, just there, just to add a little bit of detail onto the outfit. And it has an attached skirt. Now this is in a nylon lycra material, and it's just a really good standard leotard design. Many dance teachers use these for school uniforms, and it's appropriate not only for younger children, but also going all the way up to, I'd say, about 9 to 10 years old. You can find students still using these for classwear. And the final design I'm going to discuss within the preschool and younger children's range is the separate leotard and skirt. Of course, dancers don't have to use skirts, but it is best for the younger age group for children to have a skirt. For a lot of the training, we use the skirt to really help with the placement of the arms and finding control in the abdominals. So I've got here a leotard by Block. This is a short sleeve leotard, and it does have a beautiful skirt that can pair with it as well. So short sleeve leotards are very popular with younger students, and what I do quite like about this leotard is that Block have actually added in a fully fronted modesty lining, which is good for paler coloured leotards. The separate leotard and skirt is quite a popular style, particularly for students who are working towards ballet exams. Around 5-6 years old, pre-primary, primary ballet exams, it's quite a standard for uniform. So to be paired with that leotard, there's also a skirt. And this is a popular style of skirt. This is the wrap front, but it's a fixed wrap. It's not one that the student has to tie themselves, which is great for younger students. You're not having to tie and retie skirts in the middle of lessons. So again, available in lots of different colours, and it's just a really pretty skirt to wear for class. Now moving on to what I would describe as our main core of leotards. This is anything that will be appropriate for a student aged 7 upwards, all the way through to adults. With leotards, there tends to be two main types of leotards. One is your basic leotard, which is more what you would use for exam classes, and then there's also fashion leotards, and these are the beautiful styles of leotards where you might have mesh panels, floral designs, lace patterns. So the first type of leotard I'm going to talk about is the camisole leotard. Camisole leotards are by far the most common type of leotard that you come across. They're very popular for students for exams and for auditions, competitions, because they're a beautiful, simple, clean leotard that really just flatters the dancer's shape. So a camisole leotard just has single straps, and as you can see, it's a really elegant design. I will just briefly expand on camisole leotards. Camisole leotards are a very flattering cut, as I mentioned, but you do have to be confident enough to not want to wear a bra when you're using them. A lot of camisole leotards do have in a fully fronted lining, that's a second layer of material, which is really nice to wear. Or they have a built-in shelf bra lining. Some brands also do offer a built-in bra as part of this design. And also, for example, this leotard, which I was just showing before, this is the Capezio Bra Tech. This has actually got a bra built into it. It has moulded cups, it has adjustable straps on the back, and it actually has a clasp in the back, just like a normal bra would have. Another option along the camisole leotard design is a camisole leotard with double straps. You can see here, it looks like a camisole leotard, but it has double straps that then go into a crisscross design on the back. Again, it's just something a little bit more fun, but still based on the camisole leotard design. The next design of leotard I'm going to talk to you about is the tank leotard. So we're going a little bit wider in the strap now. Tank leotards are very popular for younger students. It's just a very pretty cut. And you can see also this design by Block has got a ruche front on it. On the tank leotard as well, it's quite popular for dancers of all ages because it has that slightly wider strap. You can hide bra straps underneath a tank leotard. Some leotards as well do come with a waist belt. This is the waist belt that belongs to the tank leotard. Just make sure that the waist belt does fit correctly. So when you get it, try it on. Have a little dance around in it. If it's starting to fall down, then you need to put a tuck in the back of the waist belt so it fits. The next type of leotard we're going to talk about is the cap sleeve leotard. Now, I'm a huge fan of a capped sleeve leotard. I think it gives a really nice neckline to the dancer. And on this leotard that I've got here, this is the freed leotard. This also has a ruche that the dancer can tie themselves. So where in the past leotard that I showed you, the tank one, that was a fixed ruche on it, this is one that the dancer can adjust themselves. It also features on this leotard princess seams. Now, princess seams do give a very nice cut for the leotard, and again, it's something that I used to really like on a leotard as well. Going a little bit longer now in the sleeve length of the leotard, we're going to a short sleeve leotard. This is very common style. This is one that we did briefly look at when we were focusing on the preschool leotards. This is just in a different colour, a different brand, and you can see, again, it's just a little bit longer. It's nice, particularly if your dance studio is going to be a little bit colder. It keeps your arms warmer. Also, I do find that this style is popular amongst adult dancers just because it covers the upper arms a little bit. The only thing I would say when you're using a short sleeve leotard, if you might feel a little bit more self-conscious about sweat patches, I wouldn't recommend going for a short sleeve, or at least choose one in a darker colour so that the sweat patches won't show. So the last style of leotard I'm going to talk about within this main core is the long sleeve leotard. Long sleeve leotards, they can either be going to a 3/4 sleeve length or they can be a full sleeve length. There's some really beautiful designs that you can get. Some of them can be all lace and mesh, or it can just be a solid piece of material. This design that I've got here is a Roach Valley one, and this is a 3/4 sleeve leotard. And what you can see as well is that this actually features a boat neck. Again, a slightly unusual neckline, but it is very nice for a ballet dancer. It's a boat neck just like you'll get in your normal high street fashion. So to finish off this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the different materials that you can buy leotards in. Every dancer has a preference for the leotards, for which material they prefer to move. Maybe they want a little bit more warmth, maybe they want more stretch in them. But I'll create a little guide now to help you choose which leotard material is best for you. I'm going to start off with probably one of the most common types of material that you find for leotards, and that is the cotton leotard. Now, when I say cotton, that isn't pure cotton. Many years ago it did used to be pure cotton, but that was quite uncomfortable for the dancers. It didn't have any stretch and it didn't move with the dancer. We're very fortunate now to have cotton with a lycra content in it. So you can see here on this leotard, it still has a stretch, it has a movement to it, which makes it much more comfortable for dancing in. Just like I was saying before, earlier in the video, with short sleeve leotards and long sleeve leotards, do be careful about sweat patches with cotton. Obviously, cotton is a very absorbent material, and while some people might prefer that warmth, the extra layer that you get from the cotton, it does make sweat patches a lot more obvious. So if you do want the warmth from the cotton, then maybe choose a darker coloured leotard if you feel as though you might be conscious about sweat patches. The next material I'm going to talk to you about is nylon lycra. Lycra is sometimes known as spandex. Now, nylon lycra is very popular for swimwear, activewear, but also for dancers too. It has an amazing stretchiness to it, and it can really get scrunched up in dance bags, and it hangs out within a very short period of time. It's also quite cost effective, so generally you do find that your leotards that are made in nylon lycra are a little bit cheaper and much more affordable. Now, similar to the nylon lycra leotards, we also have microfiber leotards. Personally, I absolutely love microfiber leotards. They wash amazing. They wash and wash and wash, and the colour just never goes on them. They're also so soft to wear. You don't have problems with sweat patches, and they can get stretched in lots of different directions, and they just always bounce back into the same shape again. The final type of material I'm going to talk to you about now is called econyl. So econyl is made from nylon waste, which has been rescued from landfills and oceans. It's great for environmentally conscious dancers, and it has a feeling very much like a soft microfiber. You wouldn't really know the difference, but it's great knowing that it was once old carpets, fishing nets, and even old clothes. Don't forget, the thing that really affects the longevity of leotards is the way how you wash them. Always be careful that you follow the washing instructions, and that way the shape of the material should be retained and also the colours should stay. For more tips, subscribe to the Dancewear Central YouTube channel.